If you were hiking in the park in April and May, you probably noticed the grass was really, really tall. We didn't have enough people to mow the lawn.
The Cuyahoga Valley National Park is a Northeast Ohio gem, right? It's faced a hiring freeze and layoffs, and we have been following the Trump administration's reductions in federal staffing all across the board.
Well, this morning, Tessa DeTiro shares the experience of a park ranger who decided to retire early. Tessa, she has a lot to say.
She does. Good morning, Tiffany. Pam Machuga, this was her happy place, like it's so many of our happy places, right, at the national park. She had worked here as a ranger since 1991, but did choose to retire early because of all of the things that were surrounding the National Park Service during this year. She hoped that her early retirement would spare some of her fellow employees. As we've been reporting on, there were hiring freezes and layoffs that were surrounding many federal employees throughout this year. 4 probationary workers were laid off at that time here at the Cuyahoga Valley National Park, and hiring was paused for vacant positions. The freeze also affected seasonal workers at CVMP. We heard Pam mention that the grass got really tall this summer. Maybe you noticed that when you were out on a walk or a hike with your family. There weren't enough seasonal workers to mow the lawn. Some of the bathrooms were shut down because there weren't enough folks to be cleaning those. And one of Machuga's favorite tasks as well over the summer, public outreach, that was also affected.
We want to make sure we're giving these Park Service employees the tools to serve the public, because they're just going to leave. They're going to get overwhelmed, they're going to get burned out, and they're going to do what many of my coworkers have done, and they're going to leave the National Park Service, which would leave us even more short-staffed.
So federal employees were given twice a deferred resignation program option. It allowed them basically to resign and then be paid through the end of September. The government also offered an early retirement resignation program. And as Machuga mentioned, several of her fellow employees did take that option. She says if you want this gem to be preserved in Northeast Ohio for years to come, maybe consider calling your Congress representative and let them know what it means to you to have this wonderful resource right in our backyard. I know it's something that I love about Northeast Ohio. Mike, Tiffany?
Yeah, of course, so many people do. I remember back in the spring seeing those billboards. I know an organization unaffiliated with the park actually put them up about concerns over these cuts. So we appreciate you bringing that other angle to this for us. Thanks, Tessa.
And of course, maybe just leave your footprints behind. Only that, right? Like you can do your part to help.